Hello, hello, and welcome back. We still have 3 jobs to finish up from last time. We still have to go through our emails. So who do we got? We got Actual Diploma and Steven up on the tables. Actual Diploma, I think he's the one that needed the... He wanted white cables, but he wanted 3D mark. So we will actually get that running. Let's go into BIOS. Apply that because that does apply a little bit of your 3D mark score. Not a huge amount, but let's say I didn't have anything for him. So let's get our usual suspects on the PC. Let's see, what are we doing for... Oh no, Actual Diploma is the one that wanted the thing. Steven. What did Steven want? Steven's got the Zotac. Yeah, whatever. We'll just download these real quick. And then swap out the Zotac. You needed the 3D mark. There we go. Steven, did you want cables? Steven did not want cables. Actual Diploma did. And then we've got Harsh Paul sit down here. So pop that off. It's not what I wanted. First, let's get this part back on. Not mean to take that off. Graphics cards, he had the Zotac. I don't think we need a cover. Oh, we can do a cover there. Plug that in. I didn't get him anything else, did I? I think we didn't have enough extra for anything else. Nope. Okay. Run that. Run his 3D mark to get him the 2198. Oh yeah, he wanted a 3D mark, but he already told us what he wanted, which was basically Zotac parts, which is why we bought that graphics card. Actual Diploma, on the other hand, we did not get any parts for. So we will have to actually run the test. While it's running, we can clean out his PC. Looking all nice and shiny and new for him. An actual diploma is the only other one that wanted cables, I believe. Nope, former L wanted cables. But I think we already did his job. So 2214, that is above what he wanted for 3 marks, so we are good. Get this stuff off of here. And get him into the shipping area. And Harsh Paul, what did we do for Harsh Paul? We got him 4 things of RAM and a new GPU. I believe we are going to have to take a second one of these out. I think we upgraded him to 4 sticks of 2800. Right, 4, yep, 4 times 28, 4 gigabytes. Memory. Just use white because that's what he's got. Not that it matters because these are going to be black anyways. Now, let's hope this doesn't draw too much power. Pretty sure we had enough from his power supply. He wanted a 3341. So his graphics card's pretty good. So its CPU looks like could use a better score. So I was trying to see if make sure both them fans were moving in there. All right, so what do you have? Is it actual diploma? What do you have for CPU right now? You have i3 6320. So i3 6320. Oh my word, look at that score on there. $700. We can do a lot better for 700 bucks. Processors. Oh my word. Intel. Descending. We could go all the way up to i7. That would be a drop in the bucket for the budget he gave us. He was 700. That's only 250. That leaves us with 450 left. So we are gonna bump him up right up to a I7. Because he had what, an I3? $63.20. So this is what he had. 2 cores, 3900 frequency, megahertz. Yeah. We're bumping up to 4200 megahertz 4 core. And then you have for RAM, you have 8 sticks of 2666. 8 gigabyte 2666. Could we bump him up to 2800s? That'd be 340. Or I could give him 4 things of G skill. It'll be also be 32 gigs, but at a higher cost. So I think I'm gonna do 4 of those. So let's go to our notes, actual diploma. So you done. You're not done. So we got you an i7. i7 6700K 4 times G skill 8 gigabyte 2800. So this we'll just leave in here and order it with the next batch of because that would be more than enough to bump him up past what he wants. All right, what do you have for power supply, actually? 350. I don't think that draws too much power. That was, what, 90... I3... That's 51 watts. i7 is 91 watts. I don't think 40 watts will be too bad of a difference. We'll hope. So this can stay here. He does want white cables though, so we will pop all these off for now. We will get his cables replaced. Even though it looks like he's already got white cables. Those might be gray though, because the gray and white look just about identical on here. So fan. Motherboard. Motherboard. Graphics card. Another set of fans. Now, you two are connected, yes. Good, good. We have SSD and there. That should be all the cabling. That we need to do on that. 5104. Didn't blue screen. Good. Definitely surpassed what he needed. Oh, he didn't need a... He wasn't looking for a 3D Mark score. Anyways, we got him a good 3D Mark score. We definitely upgraded him. You can go away. Alright, Steven. 5 stars. My PC now has a benchmark score of 2198, and they used all new parts. Got to love those warranties. And Harsh Paul. The upgraded graphics card is working great, and it was nice to see Team Group parts used. Alright. Creating a film archive for posterity. Hey, thanks for the help with that hard drive before. My Sonic Monk article went down a treat. Would you believe I'm still struggling to find a replacement copy of Babes of Planet Bathamore? The best I've come across so far was a bootleg DVD of the theatrical cut. But the color reproduction on the naked buffet scene was just awful, and the screen went all wobbly during Captain Cartwright's rousing speech to the downtrodden underclasses. I've been checking online auctions every day for months, but I can't find a genuine, unsullied Laserdisc version. What if this landmark film is lost forever? But if I were to start my own cult classic archive, I need to give this some thought. Okay. Alright, Orient. Let's see. Actual diploma. So we still need that. Actual diploma. Stephen Rotan. You're done. Harsh Paul. You're done. Former L. You are done. Copy that. New. Orient. Express 64. Hello there. I need a new PC for the local train enthusiast club. It doesn't need to be fancy, but could do with a reasonable amount of RAM and storage for the weekly slideshows. They can get rather long. Many thanks, Rob. $750 budget to build a new PC. Not 7,500, 750. All right. And We need a minimum of 16 gigs of RAM and 500 gigabytes of storage. So let's go shopping. First off, cases. We will do Antec DF500. Add to cart. So $60. Case we got Antec DF500. Let's see. Motherboard. We may just go with AM socket AM4. Just a Mortoni A320 MTech Plus should do. Add that. So A320 M MTech Bus. So now we need CPU processor, AMD. Can actually go probably just the cheapest. CPU AMD 3 quad 1200. CPU cooling AM4 socket, $10. Mortoni thermal 100. GPU. He said they didn't need a very good GPU. They just need 500 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigs of RAM. So $75. Graphics card. EVGA GT 1030. So we need storage, PSU, and RAM. So the RAM memory has to be at least 16 gigs. But it can be pretty much the cheapest 16 gigs we could find if need be. Size 16. We just do 130. So he's got Team Group, Team Force, Red, 16 gigabyte, 2400. So I've got 180 for storage and a PSU. Power supply probably doesn't need to be the best. Probably just do the 300. Should probably be more than enough. Maybe the 350. Minus $40. So Power King 350. So storage, he needs at least 500 gigabytes, so 50 bucks. It's gonna be Seagate 500 gigabyte. Let me see how much. I may give him this as well. Add that. So, comma, Sheen, 120 gigabyte SSD. And that leaves us $15. Now, what's our case? Our case was the Antec. Our fan, radiator fans, 120 millimeter. So case fans, size 20, 120. Let's just grab that one for 13. Actually, no. No, we do. We can grab two of these for 14. And that should literally leave us $1 left. Or Tony. Heat away 120s. Just double checking we got everything. So this and this are for the actual diploma. So case, motherboard, CPU, CPU cooler, GPU, RAM, power supply, storage, fans. All right, Bruce Van Cleef. Load disk space, I despair. Good day. I knew all of this technology was a terrible idea. It was doomed from the outset. And I've had to sit by as the whole technological farce tumbles down around me. You'd think electronics these days would be able to handle a simple 500-page novel, but apparently it's simply too much to ask. First my keyboard gave up the ghost, and now I'm being told that I'm running low on disk space. Whatever happened to the days of just writing directly onto paper and submitting a finished draft by hand? Naturally, one first had to build a small outbuilding in which to properly store one's paper. My father's was cedar, but any hardwood will do in a pinch. The really important part is choosing the location. Good drainage and proximity to the house are both of paramount importance, as is avoiding any obviously uneven terrain. It's all worth it, of course, because after the proper storage is arranged, one can move on to the exciting task of collecting writing paper. But I digress. I gather it's a fairly simple fix to add more disk space, but naturally I'm loath to attempt it myself. Would you be so kind as to do whatever is necessary? Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. $50, upgrade to 500 gigabytes of storage. Really? That's it? Just 5 gigs? 500 gigabytes of storage? Alright. So, we just add one more of those. Storage. Seagate 500 gigabyte. This is from Brucey Boy. Bruce Van Cleef. K. Stevens. You work with computers, right? I'm thinking I need an upgrade to my PC. Can you upgrade the graphics card? I'm hoping for 16 gigabytes of memory, if you can stretch to that. The fans seem to be working harder than normal. ASAP. Please, it's urgent. I read that Team Group parts are really good. So 16 gigabytes RAM. He wants Team Group parts. Okay. K. Stevens. So you want a better graphics card. And you want 16 gigs of RAM. You didn't ask for new cables. Thank you. I love it when you guys don't ask for new cables. So what do we do? What is your power supply? 400? So I kind of don't want to go. So he's got 970 gaming, 100 ME, 100 ME, 970 gaming, 100 ME. I could do golden edition. So I want something that doesn't drain too much power. Because these are 250s. That's more than half of the wattage. I could go for a 980 gaming 4GLE. $980 gaming 4GLE. Definitely an upgrade. So I think that's what we'll do. So minus 350, that's half the budget. GPU, MSI, GTX 980 or GLE. And then he wants 16 gigs of RAM, and he wants Team Group. So manufacturer, Team Group. We could actually go to 16 gig sticks, actually. And that'll only leave us $10. Team Group, Team Force. Silver 16 gigabyte 800. We got a lot of parts coming for the next day. Ooh boy, this is why I keep notes like this, because all these parts and stuff, once they start coming in, you get multiple builds and stuff. For me, trying to keep track of everything doesn't work that well in my favor. D. Gilmore, upgrades for my rig. Do you work with computers? PC is super slow right now. Yawn. My CPU needs an upgrade. I need 16 gigabytes of memory installed. It might need a bit of clean. I really need this done quickly. I read that AMD parts are really good. Alright, so he needs a CPU upgrade. All right, D. Gilmore. So you have $500. So you have a AMD 3 1300X. AMD. So I mean, we can just go up to a 1500X. It's 310. So AMD 5 quad 1500X. And you wanted 16 gigabytes of RAM. Are we serious? Did we get lucky and nobody wanted new cables out of this whole group? Man. This would be 340. This would be 300. I can get him 2 sticks. That would be 300. That's $10 short of the thing, which is fine. We used most of the budget. Team group, team force. 16 gigabyte. 666. We got you 2 of those. Didn't we get him 2 of those 16 gig? Yes. So he's got 2 of those. An MSI. Did I not put the graphics card on here? I did not. I don't see the MSI. I might have forgot to add it. This is why I double check all these as well. Because we've got 2 times team group, AMD. So the MSI should have been right in here, right between these two. Okay, graphics card. What did I say? 980 for GLE. Add that. Okay, so now we have those. Seagate 500 gigabytes. We already double checked, made sure we had all the parts for those. i7 6700 and 4 G.Skill. Perfect. Close that. All right, parts. We've unlocked some more CPU coolers. Looks like another case. I think the NZXT S340 black and blue is a case, possibly. And Intel Celeron G3950. We've also unlocked some more RAM, ADATA, processors, coolers, and graphics card. All right, let's get back into the negatives. Deliver for next day. And here's our bank yelling at us. All right, game. Go to work. All right, we are going to actually end it here. And when we return, we've got a lot of work in store for us. And we got to dig our way back out of this negative $500 deficit. So until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you then.